Quakes and the Nevada Hot Dice, and the California Quakes have the lead by a 10-6 score. Sean Atkinson made the statement before the game started. I'm not getting enough help from my teammates. Rusty Montgomery disputed that, but it appears that Atkinson has taken it upon himself to be a one-man team, and so far he has been.
Well, so far he's done it, but you have to ask yourself how long he can continue. But this relationship between Atkinson and Stacey Blitch, the Bod Squad apparently may be showing a little disunity, and of course, Sean Atkinson's getting no help from anyone, Rory.
On the women's side, Shea Brown had a big first half of the Nevada Hot Dice.
You're absolutely... Shea Brown has just continued her rate of terror here in the World Skating League. And Stacey Blitch, not resting on her laurels now that she's the roller derby queen, returns the favor. And Mark Webber does a little Grand Marshal routine and uses a Quake as his baton. And don't forget Sean Atkinson.
We've seen Sean Atkinson just going absolutely... And maybe he's been a little berserk off the track lately as well. We're going to find out more. Denise Loden would have some of the answers, and to get them out of Denise, we go to Julie Lynch.
All right, Denise. We've had our time with Sean. He's told his side of the story. We want to know how you feel. On Atkinson.
Part of me feels sad because Sean Atkinson is one of a kind. I've never been with anybody like him. But on the other hand, I consider him as sort of a hypocrite because he is the one that brought out my new personality. He brought me out of my shell with, the new outfits and the new me. I love it. And he started to hate it. And it sort of tore us apart. But, so be it.
Sean has made allegations that you, Denise Loden, were responsible for fixing the competition for roller derby queen.
Nothing could be further from the truth. I would never go so far as to fix something. I really talent, and that's what gets me by.
You and the rest of the American public found out about Sean and Stacey on national television. He kissed her right before your match race. How did that make you feel?
I know Sean inside and out now, and I know what way to get to me mentally right before my match race. That did hurt me a little. I think it was a nasty thing to do, but considering the two people that did it, what else can you expect?
So now Stacey Blitch is the roller derby queen.
She's not the real roller derby queen. I feel great about myself because I won the original roller derby queen contest. I know in my heart that I did not rig that contest. I'm the true fan's choice, and that's what I care about, is the fans.
You're a woman without a team.
You know what, Julie, though, I don't feel alone. I've never felt better about myself. It was like the weight of the world had been lifted off my shoulders. Sundog team. They didn't appreciate me. They didn't appreciate me or Debbie Rice. And I've said it before, they were invited to the same party we were. They just didn't show up, ever. Debbie and I aren't losers.
Where do you go from here?
I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I'm at the top of my game. I was not going to know what hit him this time. It's going to be a whole new me. And this time the sky's the limit.
Well, we just listened to Denise Loden bare her soul, and the two people she was ripping are with me right now. Stacey Blitch, the roller derby queen, and, man, I guess her boyfriend, Sean Atkinson. Hey. Well, everyone knows you're a couple now. Stop denying it, Atkinson. I'm going to say, one of the things, I want you to comment about some of what she just said, what we heard Denise say. First, did you guys orchestrate this whole derby queen thing?
No, not at all. I won it fair and square through hard work and dedication.
Hey, she's some bone.
She is the roller derby queen at the moment. And Shea Brown rips a right elbow into her. Only 3 seconds left in the jam. Stacy can't get by her. Good job of blocking by Shea Brown and some frustration shown by Stacy. According to her, she's alleviated all of Sean's frustrations.
I'm not touching that one, but remember the first half, Stacy Blitz really got under the skin to Shea Brown. Well, speaking of getting under something, she sends Kim Hart over the rail. But she chose this time just to mix it up with Shea Brown on the track. Shea Brown doing a great job of blocking. I don't think she wants to have a repeat of the first period where she totally got Shea Brown in aggravation. And that's like sticking your head in a hornet's nest, Rory.
I've never done that. 14-6. Make it 11-6. They gave her just 1 point. So 11-6. The Quakes lead it by 5. And the hot dice trying to get right back in. Amy Craig out there and Mindy Smith. These two were out together on the last jam. And they both went down and out together, out of the jam. Craig grabs her around the neck again. And Mindy Smith grabs her right back. Neither one of them went down that time. Amy Craig, a great champion speed skater. She's smooth out there. And Mindy Smith emerged as a terrific jammer as well. And Craig got the better of it that time. She pushed Mindy Smith into the pack that was bottled up along the rail and went by everybody.
You can see Stacy Blitz, Jenny Matthews. I think Brooke Sunderman, the Brooke House is in there up against the rail. She walks home with 4 points.
15-6. The California Quakes lead to Nevada Hot Dish. What do you want?
I'm just saying, in Orlando, where time stands still.
That makes good sense.
I know.
Jamie Conomack gets out there. She's one of the Bod Squad members for the California Quakes, but she's outnumbered. Not anymore. Now it's one-on-one. Her and Kim Hart. And she gets Hart from behind and whacks her in the back of the net.
Well, Kim Hart's really having a rough go of it early. She came out early on the first jam after Stacy Blitz was dispensed of in short order. She kind of went to the smaller Bod Squatter, Jamie Conomack, and saw the same fate. Tough day for Kim Hart.
Conomack, the pride of Chatsworth High School in California, up against Shea Brown.
20 feet wide, moving up.
And Brown gives her a shot. Oh, back flip by Blitz. Knocks Shea Brown down as she gets up, and there goes Hart down again. Conomack gets the point, and Blitz gets the pole. Look at Kim Hart grabs a hold of her ankle. Couldn't get her down.
Like she was trying to get, maybe adjust her back or something there. Maybe a little chiropractic rehabilitation going.
The Quakes lead 16-6. Watch the backflip.
Well, I think Shea Brown was just dumbfounded by the athletic ability. She all of a sudden she saw head, then skates, then head. The look on her face is like, what's going on here? Stacy Blitz, with her flair, always has a habit of doing things that shock people. Well, Shea Brown got caught on her heels because of that move, and you saw the result.
Hear that little star on her cheek? That's the same exact spot where Sean Atkinson gave her a little kiss before the match race.
Yeah.
That she won.
Yeah.
10-point lead for the Quakes. And here they go again. These two have been at it. Amy Craig and Mindy Smith. Craig for the Quakes in blue, Mindy Smith in the green and white of the Hot Dice. I'll tell you what, the Hot Dice need some points. They're down 10. And Mindy Smith just did the same thing to Craig that was done to her a minute ago. Pulled the pack together and went right on by. So Smith gets the points.
Let's go. Move it.
Well, last time I took my hat off to the blockers of the Quakes. This time I got to give it to the Hot Dice.
Did you see that little bit of dissension there? Brooke Sunderman and Stacy Blitz yelling at one another, their teammates.
Well, the Bod Squad is in disarray, but the blockers for the Hot Dice were not on this time. You see Shea Brown, Katie Cooper. I think Kim Hart's even in there. But Mindy Smith scoots right around. They call it the lift. Great job of the blockers of the Hot Dice.
That tightens it up a little bit. 16-10. The Quakes lead it now. Time for one more jam in this women's period. Amy Craig has a jammer's helmet on again, but so does Stacy Blitz. So they'll try and get the Quakes going again on the scoreboard. It looks like Blitz is the one that's going to get out. She's up high on the track, and she sneaks through there. Gets by Shea Brown. Now gets a whip from Conomack, and she's on her way. Mindy Smith got out, though, for the Nevada Hot Dice. And now it's Stacy Blitz and Mindy from me. Let me go get my poise. And one more time, I'll hit you. Finally knock you down. Thrusts her right fist in the air in triumph, and now comes up to Katie Cooper. Cooper happens to be the captain of this team, although she's a quiet captain. But she leads Stacey Blitz into Shea Brown, who just rolls her right off her back and chalks one up.
Well, that's where all those goes. Shea Brown seems to like that move. She's used it twice today.